Welcome in once again, guys. We're here to feed that Yu-Gi-Oh cardboard addiction, guys. You guys already know who's overtaking the market watch, man. This guy comes out of nowhere, man. What's going on? What are you doing here? Who's that?
I want to leech off your sub count.
Love to have you on, brother. Welcome in, man. Today we're going to be talking about quarter century Bonanza, guys. You know, Rarity Collection 3. As people get ready for Stampede, everyone's hyped with Bonanza. You know, Rarity Collection 4 is around the corner. And then for Rarity Collection 5, we're going to either have Starlights or a brand new Rarity. We're going to talk a little bit about that today, guys. And then we'll also touch on the Blue Eye Structure deck as well with my guy Saki. By the way, link in the description down below. Go sub to Saki right now, man. He does fresh off the press market watches, guys. You want to make sure, look at that. Great different discussion videos, you know, cards to pick up, prediction videos as well, deck list, deck profiles, you name it, guys. You want to swing by, you want to show some love. You know, you got deck profiles, you got a hot takes video, guys. You know, you put it on the background. Just listen to the discussion, guys, honestly. So make sure you come over, swing by, you know, subscribe. The link will be in the description down below. So, Saki, what do you think about your own channel? What does my community need to know about this? Why should they sub?
The hot takes video is pretty fun. You guys are going to want to go watch that. We've got market watches. By the time you see this, there's a new market watch on my channel. So if you need some more market watch goodness, and there won't be any cards we talk about on this market watch on my video. Maybe there's like one, but I'm pretty sure it's 0. So when you want more market watch content, you got to come to me. I upload every Monday, Thursday. I got to stream Tuesday, and I'm going to be doing Saturday night live market watches as well. So there's a video Saturday night. So if you're home doing nothing, you got a market watch. Or on Sunday, you're chilling. Yeah, there's a market watch from the night previously. So I want to do like a lot more content on my channel and just, you know, have more fun with you guys. The next market watch I'm uploading, I had a lot of fun with. It's a much longer one. It's like 35 minutes. And for a solo video, my solo videos are usually 20 minutes.
There we go, guys. So again, if you need to listen, you know, you're at work, you're on a commute, just make sure you swing by, show some love to Saki. And look, we're gonna pick his brain right now, so you see why you should go sub, guys. Again, we're gonna talk about Bonanza, and we're gonna also touch base on the structure deck, guys. So let's get it. Before we do, guys, first link in the description down below. You want to make sure you check out our market watch list tracker. You want to track all these cards right here. If you want to purchase any of these, the ones that we're gonna be talking about today, one click gets you in. You can also track the charts as well. Don't miss out. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you take advantage of this great tool and resource. So guys, Saki, what do you think about Infinite Impermanence, man? We got the staple of staples as a common in the Blue Eye Structure deck. Now, everyone has this card. Everyone has it readily available. Some people didn't even think this card could pierce the $3 mark. We said, yeah, easily it was going to go to 250s. And as we can see, we've seen low prices, even sub 2 bones here, guys. But the volume is coming in. Massive volume coming in for this, even as a common for a structure deck that I've opened, Saki has opened, you've probably opened, everyone, guys. So what do you think about this staple, the potential of it going maybe even lower, sub 250 again, or do you think it's going to go up to 3s or 4s, watching these volume candles and this supply? What do you think about this one, Saki?
So the one thing I want to talk about is a lot of people don't realize that just like these other Blue Eyes structure decks, and the structure decks are very popular, like the Lightstrom structure deck, etc., they can always re-release those as an unlimited print. So if this set does well, we might get a second wave, third wave, fourth wave. Like, look at the legendary decks. I don't even know how many waves they've got. Random Walmarts are like, oh, we want more legendary you know, decks. They always sell like crazy, even though they might not be the hottest item. And there is a lot of value. You have Imperm, Veiler, Nib, right? You have so much awesome stuff here. However, Imperm is a card that people, you know, it's hot. It's on demand, right? We've seen common Imperm from the Cyber Structure deck.
Yeah.
Fire King and Cyber Structure deck.
Yeah, the Cyber Structure deck was a super, but I get what you mean. Like cheap Structure deck Imperms. You're right.
Yeah, we've seen those at like cheap, and then they've skyrocketed. The same thing could happen with these Imperms. The way I personally see it is try to get these. Like if you ever see them for like $2, $1.50, definitely go ahead and grab those. The Ashes are also pretty cheap. I think the common Nibs have a little bit of room to grow as well.
Yeah.
At like 40-50 cents, it's like,
yeah,
now that is a penny stock.
And in Veiler's at 35 cents. I mean, people are scared. that maybe we get alternate art prints in Stampede, you know, which we would get then supers and prismatics and all that good stuff, and even quarter centuries as alternate arts. So that's why people are, you know, maybe staying away from these commons. But overall, about an alternate art imperm, you think we got an alternate art imperm somewhere, or Feed Ash in Stampede? No? Yes, maybe so.
I think that Ghost Girls getting their alternate arts is possible, especially since Konami has been giving us a lot of alternate arts recently, to when they were revealing Stampede. Like we got Access Code, we got Incredible Ecclesia, we got all these alternate arts.
Alistair,
I really feel like Stampede is going to give us alternate arts. Like it is going to be quarter century alternate art, not quarter century Stampede, or the Stampede of alternate arts with the way it's going. So while I've said, oh yeah, the alt art girls are a possibility, let's wait and see, I actually think the chance is a lot higher than when we previously talked about it.
All right, so that's a pretty interesting take here for the staples, the main staples from the structure decks, as you guys can see here. How about the unlimited misprints? What do you think about that? We don't even need unlimited reprint wave from Konami. We already got unlimited misprints here. You know, would you buy these at cheaper prices just because it's cheaper to get the same card, or would you stay away from these and pick up the first eds? What would you do?
Walmart could break this misprint in half whenever it feels like. Like, can you imagine getting it? No, can you imagine? Because there's going to be a feature where someone's like, oh, the unlimited imperms are 2. Oh, no, this is the special unlimited one. This is the one when they released the first ed, but they gave unlimited instead. These are actually 4s. Yeah, get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, you know, hey, it's a market. Some people are going to prefer these for some random reason.
Get a real misprint.
For me, if it's a lower in price, that's all I care about. Because, I mean, it's common at the end of the day. I don't really care about the stamp. And most of these I'll be getting to move anyways. So, you know, yeah, some people might say, well, it's lower value, so it'll always be less than the OG. I don't care. I mean, if it goes from 2 to 5, 6, 7s overall, so I'll be happy to be picking up the cheaper versions. But, you know, it's always interesting to hear what everyone has to say. Now, moving on to the quarter century secret rares inside the structure deck, Saki. We have Maiden of White. We have Wishes for Eyes of Blue. And we also have Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon. And they also have their counterpart secret rares. Do you think the secrets are a good long-term investment or not? Or is it better to go to the, for the higher end max rarity quarter century secret rares? Or maybe both? What do you have to say about the latest and greatest structure deck with the 3 main cards from the set that have quarter century secret rares inside of this product?
Honestly, when it comes to these single cards, my answer personally is for the Blue Eyes stuff. We've seen them drop like crazy. Like Maidens were like sub 150, 200. We saw the Synchros at 170, 180. And this structure deck hasn't been out for long, and these prices have gone down like crazy. We still have to remember that even with the odds, it's still a structure deck. People are still opening them. If we do get the unlimited print like me and Jay were talking about, the question is are they going to put unlimited QCs in them, or are they just be like, hey, they're not going to get QC at all?
That's an interesting thing.
Really, no. Even though they say, oh, because we don't know how they're going to handle this product once QCs are gone, right? Because they're either going to remove them entirely, give us an unlimited print, or heck, maybe just give us the first ed stamp with the unlimited print, which I don't think that third option is really going to happen. It's not that realistic. But I think the first 2 are much more realistic, and we have to kind of weigh those odds. And getting these cards, you do have to kind of take in consideration that gamble, but we are looking farther ahead in the future. Most likely when it comes to the QCs, I would just keep monitoring them, because I definitely think they haven't hit their lowest of low yet. They really haven't. So since they haven't, if you want these, and a lot of people who want to have these to keep, really, they're going to keep them forever.
That's true. That's a good point.
And you guys can wait. I would personally just wait and see kind of where the curves go, how the sales are going here. Because I really could see these QCs go down an extra $20, $30.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the chart already retracing back down to the mean.
Maybe 40. I don't want to sound like crazy, but I feel like the spell might go to like 60s.
Ooh, that's a hot take, guys. Okay.
I really think it's going to go to like 60 something.
All right. Well, walls are already here. You can see already curving back down. And also, like Saki said, I mean, I don't think we get an unlim print of these. I mean, it is an option, like Saki said. But I think they'll probably just stay away from the QCSRs. But then it'll be weird, not including the pack and an unlimited, run of it. So this product is kind of weird. A lot of people, Jay, they always provide unlimited reprint waves. And then, after the X amount of time. But with this one, with the quarter centuries, I mean, we'll see what happens down the line. But great take with regards to the quarter centuries. How about the secret rares then? Is it worth it? Are there too many, too much supply? Should people still stack these away?
There'll be too much supply. If there's ever a supply problem, they'll re-release Unlimited Wave. I don't...
And you think the Unlimited has the secrets in it?
Well, yeah, the Unlimited will have absolutely the secrets because they print them print for print, whatever the quality was. So if it comes out as a secret, they give you a secret. If it comes out as Unlimited, they'll give you an Ultra, they'll give you an Ultra.
All right.
At least with Imperms and Nibs, those are staples, so they're kind of different. But for these cards, that like if you get this, you're gonna want them to play Blue Eyes, right? You're not getting this to play Six Samurai, right? If you said, "Oh, I need the Imperms," you could be playing any deck in the room. That does not tell me what deck you're playing whatsoever.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of walls. Yeah, like Saki said, a lot of walls of China here, so we believe these will continue going down in price. But honestly, behind a structured deck paywall, especially if they don't get reprinted or another wave of reprints as a whole for the full product, I believe these might age well, but definitely not in the short term. That would be more of a long-term play. Now we move on to Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem. A lot of hype around this set because Primite Lordly Load is getting reprinted, officially announcing here. You know, it's time to chibi. You're gonna explain this to me. I mean, chibi rares are like tunes, but they're, I don't know. You're gonna talk more about that. We have Bling here, Bling Out with Style. Then they have the emblazoned art. So you're going to talk to me about that as well. And then we have obviously Starlight's return. We need to listen to your hot take about Starlight rares, not the block of cheese quarter century secret rares with a stamp. No. The true Starlights, the maximum rarity in Yu-Gi-Oh! So we're going to listen to that. And as we can see, Primite Lordly Load. So I'll start looking it up as we start hearing your opinion on this product as a whole. And then we'll start with surprise number one, Saki. Let's hear it, man.
For the chibis, okay, if you didn't know what chibi is,
I don't know.
Basically, they make it like a cute, smaller version. It's just an art style of how you draw.
So it's like Daima or something for Dragon Ball, sort of, in the sense where it's like small, just making that association. Right. You can go ahead.
I think it's cute because they're doing something new with it. I personally, I'm not a big guy in, I don't really like chibi. I'm not big on it.
Okay.
These grew on me very quickly. Like I saw them, I'm like, God, this is better than like Chicken Wings Blue Eyes by far. And look, there's a Gores. Hey, that's cool, right?
Okay. And they're playable too, so that's pretty cool. So it's like alternate chibi arts. Okay. So it's good to finally understand that. That's pretty good just for the community to know. How about emblazoned art? Well, like, what is this, man? What's going on with these emblazoned ultra rares?
Okay, so I want to see them in person to see how they are because chances are we might have another Pharaoh's Rare situation or something similar on our hands. I don't want to say that, but Ultra Rare tends to be people's least favorite rarity when it comes to holographics. So the fact that this high rarity is an Ultra only, I guess time's going to tell. I need to see it in my hands and then I'm going to make a judgment. I'm not really going to make any call before that.
It's a great assessment, man. I mean, all we know is emblazoned as a name. We don't really, we're visual. Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, we're visual. We don't like to read it, but we're also visual. We need to see the rarity in our hands, especially if it's a new one. Are they thinking about bringing these in rarity 5? You know what I mean? Who knows, man?
Another thing is I also want to see, because with the 25th QC, it did not bother me much in the text box, right?
Okay.
It didn't bother me that much, right? Because you could still read the card, and then depending on how you angle it, the QC will like move away. I need to see how these ultra prints are, because hopefully they don't obscure the card text at all. I really hope not. That was one thing I was worried about with QCs. It didn't seem bad. Maybe that happens again. For number 3 in Starlight Rares, I mean, it's great, but as I was talking about Jay and on my videos as well, the problem is whatever we get as a Starlight Rare, guess what? We're going to get that as our 30th century. Because when we have our 30th century, guess what? We're going to have, it's going to be like QC, but it's going to have a big fat 3-0 on it, right?
Wait, let me just look at it here so you can see. So look, these are the Starlights. We have 90 in total. A lot of people really love Starlights, but it's also a forgotten rarity in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because people just see it as expensive quarter centuries, you know what I mean? So people prefer the stamp, for the most part, and they want their matching rarities, but people forget just how scarce these are plus. They just look better. I'm sorry. Yeah, maybe they don't have
They
the
do.
stamp,
They look
but
way
they
better.
just look better. They're better versions of quarter centuries. They're quarter centuries without the stamps that look better. It's just, it is what it is. It's the highest technical rarity in Yu-Gi-Oh, the maximum rarity for a reason. I really do like Starlights. I mean, it's not my favorite rarity, but definitely like it, and especially over quarter centuries. But yeah, I mean, there you go. Saki, mentioned his opinion about Starlight rares returning. And again, I prefer Starlights than quarter century, so I'm happy. I mean, some people were like, oh, but they're easier to get now, so takes away the allure of getting Starlights. I mean, honestly, more Starlights, as long as they don't put them like too easy to get, I don't mind. They're just replacing quarter centuries, which are already hard to get anyways, you know what I mean? So there we go. And then we have Primite Lordly Load. Are you surprised, Saki? Are you surprised that we're getting Load not in Stampede, but we're getting it rather in Battles of Legend? Or did you think we were going to wait into the tins? Is it too late? Is it, right before Nats? Is it too early? Like, give us your opinion on the Load reprint.
So I wasn't thinking of Battles of Legends when I was thinking about when they were going to reprint this set. I thought there is a chance of Bonanza, but I did say they are going to rush this out in some reprint set, maybe Maze, right? Because Blue Eyes, they know how much that means to the player base. Blue Eyes is like the biggest thing that sells is Blue Eyes. There's actually nothing on top of Blue Eyes, right? Any way you play Blue Eyes, they're going to be like, hey, you need this card, we're reprinting it right away, right? They are paying attention to Blue Eyes like crazy. I also expect there to be a Crimson Dragon reprint really soon, right? They see how it is on the secondary market. They want little Billy Bob and all, everyone, boomers to play Blue Eyes. Crimson Dragon, it's gonna get the reprint. If you got these at $8, by the way, off my 5 cards out of your trade binder, good job, you made some money, by the way.
There we go.
Like, there was a guy who said he got a set of this, and I'm like, oh wow. Enjoy $100+ at that point.
Them Billy Boomers, man. Hopefully they listen. You know what I mean? As we can see here with Crimson Dragon. But yeah, you think loads are going to keep crashing down in the short to midterm? They're going to rebound? What should people be doing now?
We still got over 3 months, and we don't know the pull rates. Someone actually asked this to me in my live stream. I stream every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central. When they were almost 70s going up to 80s, I said, look, if you get rid of your set for 60 something each, or even 70, call it a day.
Right.
Like, call it a day for load. There's 60s now. People still need them to play. You can get rid of your set, because remember, nobody has a playset until 68 right there. You can get rid of your playset if you have a playset you want to get rid of at a very comfortable price right now, and you can call it a day. You don't have to rush, now, and take like the first offer you get. But you don't have forever to play around with this card. But
there we go. There we go. All right. So moving on from Battles of Legend, we're just going to touch base on a couple quarter century secret rares that are making moves, making plays in the markets right now. I mean, you have Triple T's, Triple Tactics Thrust. It's a quarter century secret rare that has this massive W-shaped recovery, as we can see here. Guys, right now it's in the low to mid 40s, 25 listings. Listings are going lower, and you see a lot of one-ofs, man. You start to see multiples at 50s. And again, what I've been telling people, don't let this be the next $75 card. 3 pages only. If you need this card, get it now. Don't let it 2x on you. I mean, what do you think of this staple in its quarter century secret rare form from Bonanza?
I fully agree. By the way, if you guys haven't hit that like button yet on my boy Fresh, the boy Jay, I don't know what you're doing. You might as well come to my channel while you're at it. You guys know I know how to talk about the game. You guys know you could get some big wins on this channel, because this channel is always winning, right? And I'm always winning too.
There we go. Right? Spread the love.
You could be a double winner, right?
Yeah.
So go ahead,
like this video,
come join my channel.
Sub to Saki. Yes, sir.
So to answer the question, I fully agree with Jay. It's good to get this card. Now, it is easier to pull because it's part of the main set. That's something with Bonanza that you have to kind of look at is looking at cards in the main set. It's a completely different frame than the Nostalgia set. While as Rarity 1 and 2, everything has basically roughly the same pull rate, right?
That's a great point.
It's random, right? You don't know what your last QC could be anything.
That's a great point. That's an excellent point. So keep in mind scarcity and pull rates, with a card like this, that having the boomer sector, that means there's more cards, more quarter century, so it's harder to get the one that you want, essentially. So definitely make those considerations. And then we have Breaker, the Magical Warrior. I mean, a GOAT card you know, your boy Jay, this is his favorite format, okay? No one likes gold anymore. Everyone went to Edison. But I just love these cards are iconic, man. The nostalgia factor.
There's some hot takes about goat in my video. That's why I'm staying silent on it.
You see, go check that out because GOAT. We need to talk more about GOAT, man. Don't forget about the GOAT format. It's the GOAT for a reason, not because of Scapegoat. It's because it's the greatest of all time. But guys, Breaker the Magical Warrior, this quarter century secret rare used to be 14 bones. 14 bones, Saki. 14 billies, 14 wings, right there. Look at that, 14 15s. You see this massive volume candle? 35s. 35s
I got
overnight.
rid of mine at 18.
Look at that. Single-digit listings right there.
Yo, guys, Billy Bob of the moment. All right, new series. All right, starting with Saki from Team Sakurazo here. Billy Bob of the moment.
Love it, man. Saki's is down 2x. He ain't up 2x. He's down. Saki's down 2x on this one, man. Yeah, I think it's the first time I've said something like that. That's funny, man.
Yeah.
You're down 2x, but hey, you're alive, man, and living well. We can see this here at 35 bones. You have a play set. After that is 50 piece, and then after that, triple digis. Now, Saki, is this warranted? Is this too crazy? Is this insane?
Absolutely crazy.
Okay.
I would rather get Can we actually look at OG first? I want to see something.
Okay.
I remember when first said OG breakers, like LP started at like 100-ish. And I think first that LP starts at like 50, 60 now.
Let's take a look here. First edition LP near mint. Let's take a look here. 40s right here. And then first that is a 58s. First edition from Magician's Force, but people's like, who cares, Saki? Give me that stamp. Give me that. Look at that, 14 including LPs. But people are like, I don't care about scarcity and old cardboard. I'll leave that to the boomers. Let me get the quarter century secret rare, as you can see here, for 35s getting cleaned out. There, you guys.
Honestly, I would much rather get an OG. It's 41, 42 going to 16. Remember, Magician's Force is a set they have not reprinted unlimited as. Like Metal Raiders, Spell Rulers, all this. I don't know why they refuse to reprint Magician Force, but there's a reason why the unlimited cards, even in that set, are always worth a lot of money, because they're not like your Metal Raiders that got multiple unlimited reprints in like 2017, 2018, then they got the 25th. Magician's Force has not gotten that love. That's why I actually have sealed Magician's Force.
That's crazy. Insane. That's insane.
Yeah, first edition, and it's pretty awesome. It's probably one of my top 5 favorite things about that I have sealed.
Then we're gonna crack that open one of these days. No, I'm just kidding. Yo, so we have Elemental Hero, Absolute Zero, quarter century secret rare. Stratos already 70 bones, and it was 35s when it came out. Absolute Zero is double bottoming here, and as you can see, it's still 35s, 19 listings, 2 pages only. So this Edison card, Saki, what do you think about this card? Elemental Hero, Absolute Zero, quarter century secret rare. The platinums are already going up to 7s. They used to be free at 2 to 3s. Is this the next $75 quarter century? What do you think?
I mean, hero players love their bling bling, and collectors like that 25th stamp. Can I see this going up? Absolutely. I personally think the plats is kind of where it's at, because people will pick those up as well. Because remember, Absolute Zero is a card where, if you look at all the other versions, haven't gone down as much because it's not a very populated card. It really isn't. Like, plats are just your base rarity. Like, oh, you want a cheaper version? Maybe there's an ultra for like $1 or less, but at that point, even your local Billy Bob, right, your fellow McLovin, is probably going to get the plat. Even they are. So I feel like the plats are just so free right now as well. It's not even funny. But the secret rare from Battle's Chapter 1 did not have room to breathe, which sucks, because this card looks beautiful. I really like how this card looks.
Yeah, this secret rare is pretty clean. So, yeah, and they're about the same price as the Platinum Secret. But Platinum Secret has, you know, lower amount of listings, as you can see there. So, yeah. There you go. Absolute Zero. Then we have Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. I know this is one of Saki's favorite cards from Edison. No, I'm just kidding. But, hey, it's a Red Eyes card. $35, $34s right there, Saki. Cleaned out. What's going on with all these rarity collection? There are people, you know, scrambling. They're like, oh, my God, we're not going to have any more quarter centuries. I need mine now. What's going on, Saki? Even this card is making moves. These boomer cards. What do you think about Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon QCSR at 45?
If we get the alt art in Stampede, it's going to be very funny. That's what I think.
Okay, yeah, he kept the simple wimple, man. He said that we're getting alternate arts in Stampede, and this one might be one of them. So as we can see, 5 listings only, getting cleaned out. You only have one play set. And yeah, the plat was like 3-4 bones. I don't got as
It was
many.
like, yeah, it was like 2 to 3.
Yeah,
I was like,
threes. Yeah, I mean,
it's way too cheap at 3. My rule for plats is if it's less than 15%, it's good. If it's 20% or over 20%, I'm gonna say, it's not good. That's kind of my rule with plats, right?
Yeah, I mean,
This card, I don't have to tell you the math. 4 on 44. That's less than 10%. This card, people want it for multiple formats. For dragons, dragons are always very popular. Plats up 3-4. Oh, that's amazing.
there you go. I mean, it's pretty cheap, as you guys can see. A lot of one-ups, even for the platinum secrets. So essentially, you know, this is one that I feel like I should have more of. But you know, it's one of those cards that you see at 3s and you wish it was just a tad bit cheaper. But if you don't have any, definitely this is the way to go. Then we have Jinzo at 50 bones. This card was 30s, went up to 40s. Last time we talked about it right here, and now it's 50s. The buyouts continue. 8 listings only, single digits, 1 page only. Again, these quarters, the boomer quarter centuries, boomers ain't playing out here, guys. Boomers ain't playing. They want to play their best, you know, the best rarity of these cards in their humble opinion, as we can see. So you definitely want to make these considerations. I mean, not too much to talk about. This one is Jinzo. It's iconic. It is a gold card. So as you can see, it's spiking up. And you guys can see the trend with most of these quarter century secret rares. They're making moves, making plays. But look, even the modern ones, not just the boomer ones.
Is that Girsu?
Yes, we can see Girsu's are 31 bones with a massive, you know, candle coming in on the 3-month chart. It was 20s as it retraced back down. Now it's bumping up to 30s, surging up in price. Then 35s, 2 pages only, 12 listings. Saki, do you think this is warranted thanks to the new Orca support coming out, the hype?
Guys, I literally got a QC. In fact, I have the deck box right here. I literally have the whole deck. There's some other, you know, bullshit in here. I have literally the whole deck QC right here. Girsu's, everything. Right? I do believe that Orcus is gonna come back, boys. I really, really do. I've talked about it to get your, you know, high rarity Orcus stuff before Bonanza. I thought Harp Horrors were always at a crazy price, but Girsu's hitting this price for something that's in the main set is pretty wild. It is pretty wild.
So again, I mean, as we can see, we've been covering this card forever on the channel. You also have prismatics as well, so definitely make those considerations. We also have soul serving, guys, quarter century secret rare, you know, making moves here. Look at this W. This is a booty shape recovery, as we call it on the channel. Yeah, look at that. You never seen
that? That's that natural BBL.
No, look at that, Saki, right there. Look, boom. Boom, right there. Hey, you can't make this stuff up, Saki. You know, them charts don't play.
Wow, that looks hot, the way you drew it.
Hey, I mean, we'll leave it at that, because we are all addicts addicted to the brown here. So it's pushing 40s for this card. Is it warranted? It was 20s. It was 20s the other day, so it's almost up 2x. What do you think, man?
We're not going to run past that. Come again?
So, as I was saying, it was 20 bones and it's pushing 40s. So what do you think about that 2x?
No, that's not what you said.
Yeah, that's what I did, man. You know what I mean? You mean what I know. And you addicted to the brown, ain't you? You know. What do you think? What do you think about this card? Is it warranted that 2x, or it should be lower in price? Should people be picking up?
Honestly, I always said this. We always get Dark Magician related support / cards later on. After Blue Eyes, usually right after Blue Eyes gets done, we get our Dark Magician stuff. It's happened like pretty often, right? Look at when we got Shining Victories versus I think it's like Dark Illusion, or Breakers of Shadow. I think that's what the set's called. Where we just got Blue Eyes and then we got Dark Magician, right? They're always hand in hand, whether you like it or not. We will probably get Dark Magician structure deck where it has more support. I'm telling you guys that right now. It's going to happen.
I agree with Saki, man. I think Dark Magician is next. So again, as this card gets more expensive, if there's a retracement again, you definitely want to make sure you get exposure to this card. I'm buying the Platinum Secrets. I was at around 3s and some change, $10 a play set. You know, now it's 5s, but don't let that one be double digits. And if you want the quarter centuries and we get another retracement, definitely consider getting exposure. Then we have Secret Village of the Spellcasters. This card is very, very good when it comes to Spellcasters. Went all the way down to 15, spiking up to 19s, as we can see here. But really, 5 listings only. Another one that is getting cleaned out. Do you agree, Saki, with all these buyouts? I mean, it's not just like 1 or 2 random cards. It's like the set is getting cleaned out for these quarter centuries that used to be
There's so
cheap.
much. That's why. Like, you could cover the set every day, and there's probably something new to look at.
Literally. So you agree with this one pushing almost 50 bones? I mean, cleaned out.
I don't like it. I don't like the price point. I would not pay this price personally. Not a financial advisor, but
Right.
it's way too much. This card was always money, though. People knew not to make this card cheap. That's why I was like, you know, I gotta get myself some plats at that clean, like, $1.50, $2.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, like Saki just said, don't forget that for cards like these, you also have the Platinum Secrets that are holding strong. You see a couple here at $1 billion some change, but they quickly go to 250s and then 3s. So get your plats, man. Don't let these plats be 5s and beyond, man. Don't sleep on these. Listen to Saki. He knows what he's talking about. Guys, link in the description down below. Make sure you check out our Discord and our tools, links, and resources, community resources here for you guys. Guys, don't forget to make sure you subscribe. Ring that bell. Subscribe on the way in. We will be giving this away tonight. By the time you see this video tonight, we will be live streaming and giving this away to celebrate our 2-year anniversary. Saki, we've been at this 2 years, man. What do you think? Should people subscribe? Check out the live stream, you know, later tonight.
No.
What do you think? No.
He just throws up in the air. Okay, then. Since y'all don't want to, he just ends the video, ends the Discord call, takes like a week off. That'd be the funniest way to take a vacation ever. That'd be so funny.
Yo, listen.
It's just uploaded abruptly.
Listen to Saki, man. He just said essentially to subscribe, guys. You want to pull your Crimson Dragon from this damn tin, guys. So you guys already know. Make sure you subscribe. Let's celebrate the 2-year mark. Let's make sure you participate in our giveaway, guys. So again, make sure you subscribe.
Maybe the real Crimson Dragon was the friends we made along the way. That's canon from 5Ds.
There you go, man. There you go. By the way, if you're having fun with Saki, make sure you subscribe. Link will be in the description down below. We'll get more to it towards the end of the Market Watch. Make sure you subscribe. Subscribe to us, man. Subscribe to Saki. To your boy.
Let me say one more. Let me say one more thing really quick about my channel. So I know that some people have seen me around sometimes, and you know, some people like my content, some people don't, right? Some people are like, oh, maybe he's a little too cocky, or oh, you know, I like Jay's you know, Market Watches more, which is like completely fine. But usually for the 3,000 to 3,500 that watch this, even if I could get like say 100 of you guys just to give me a chance, you know, maybe in tomorrow's or the video that's up now, right? Not the hot takes video, but the Market Watch, you know, get you to something you like, you know, give me a chance. You know, everybody always wants at least a chance to prove themselves. Usually we always do the shouts in a joking manner, but give me a chance. You know, I'd love to have you on. I've actually kept some of the Market Watch people of that from Jay's. You know, they're in my comment section talking still to this day. So a lot of people who have come over, you know, they end up staying. So all I gotta ask is, you know, give me a chance. Like if I could wake up tomorrow and get like, you know, not even 100, even like 50, 60 subs, like, yeah, I'd be over them. I'd be over the moon.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not about all happening at one time or literally always about the numbers. I mean, we always want to grow. We want to positively impact the community, guys. You know, it takes a lot to keep up with these channels and, you know, to push out this content. You know, that's why I've always my respect for Saki, man. Like, always been here for half a decade already. Just stayed consistent, never quit, kept pushing. You know, that's my respect. Yeah, the manner, the demeanor, maybe, you know,
3.5 years.
Just like me. Maybe some people don't like me, you know, and it is what it is. We're not all meant to be liked and things of that nature, but give us a shot. You know, that's a great point that Saki made. Link in the description down below. And thanks to Saki, we're here as well, man. When your boy was tiny, Saki gave me a shot. You can give him that same shot too. That's why we continue to have him on. You know, he's going to always have access to this platform, you know, because it's the good people. That's what we want to be surrounded by. Good people, people that are knowledgeable and they can positively impact your lives. And, you know, also have the knowledge, again, the education. So, you know, we're going to keep at it. We're going to keep having fun in the Market Watch. Make sure you subscribe. Link in the description down below. Guys, we have Destiny Hero Malicious. Saki, I'm going to let you take this one over. What should people be doing with Mallies at 18 cheaply bones?
Honestly, this card is used in so many formats. It's a very free card. It's $18 right now. Once the QC Hero stuff starts going up, which, by the way, in Stampede, we could also get more hero cards. In fact, there's no way we get none. People might be like, oh, now I'm going to pick up all my other hero stuff. So they might go back to Bonanza. They might go back to, you know, other rarity collections or other places where you have QC hero cards, pick those up too. So you might not have as much time on your hero cards as you may think. But Malicious is a card that's used. It's used obviously in heroes, but it's used in other ways as well, especially with older formats. So just something to consider.
There we go. We're going to leave it at that. Then we have Fire King Island. You know, Fire Kings recently in YCS Birmingham actually took over the entire event. This card used to be 3-4 bones. It hasn't looked back ever since. Now it's at 6s, quickly goes to 7s and beyond at the bottom of the page. I mean, 16 listings only, so listings are going lower as well. So, I mean, should people still be picking this up? Is Fire Kings a fad? Is it going to still remain relevant in this format? You know, Rise was getting better, post Maze Master, and then we get Alliance Insight. So is this really worth it? You know, or should people be selling this into this latest hype? What do you think people should be doing with this one?
So I do think Fire King is good, but the issue is you need to have a lot of good game knowledge. You need to be able to read your opponent, and you're going to be, you know, obviously understanding the meta game and all that, right? That's why I got first place. The pilot got first place with this deck, right? It wasn't because Fire Kings are, oh, they're amazing, they're a sleeper deck. No, they're not. They're not a sleeper deck. It's the pilot. But you too can be that good pilot. And if you have interest in this deck and you really want to learn it, yeah. If you could get first, if someone could get first place at YCS with this, you could top a regional with it.
Yeah.
But you have to be, you know, a good pilot. You have to really learn. And this game, a lot of people kind of, they stagnate skill-wise very quickly, like within a year. I've always noticed that, and I'm unfortunately was guilty of that myself.
Yeah, we're victims of that, huh? Yeah, I mean, that's a good point that Saki makes. I mean, the deck, it was like Sky Striker by Ryan Yu or Wu or something like that. My bad, you know, with the names. I'm bad with names. But, you know, when he went to like the YCS, I think it was in the Niagara Falls or one of them YCSs and won or topped or whatever, people go crazy and they think, you know, they're the next one to do it. Not to say that you can't, but it's just not likely. And if you play the deck is because you love it or you want to get better with it, it's not because, oh, the champ got it, so I'm going to be next. No, you know, for the most part, you believe in yourself, yes, but you guys get the gist of what I'm saying. So we have BrainCon. BrainCon officially getting support. Even in modern Yu-Gi-Oh, you know, I believe someone said this is going to be searchable. So again, as you can see, from 13s and some change, you have a couple here under 20s, and then it goes to mid 30s and then gone. Single digit listings as well. Another one that we clean up janitor style, and as we can see here, just these quarter centuries, man. We have the boomer ones, the modern ones, you know, making moves, making plays. This card is iconic. Saki, what do you think about this one?
I mean, Brain Control has always been a very popular card to have higher rarity. I mean, I remember when we even got like Legendary Collection 4, you know, Joey's World Secrets, I believe. Maybe it's Yugi's World. Probably, I forgot which secret it is. But when we got that, that was worth a lot of money. I personally own OG First Set Supers. I own Dark Revelation. And I actually own Ultimate Rare First Set of this card. And the max rarity or the high rarities of this card, they're very scarce. They're always scarce. You could have got OG Supers for very cheap at a time years ago. But this card, when we got a high rarity and it's very hard to pull, the supply just was never really there. But too many people were like, oh, Blue Eyes, Jinzo, Dark Magician Girl, right? They weren't looking at these smaller cards like Breaker, like Brain Control, right? These plats at $2, boys, you want some free money? Here you go.
There you go. Free money. There we go. 3 pages only, 29 listings. Like we always say on the channel, people always come for the next best thing after the quarter centuries are gone. This is the one that's next. I could see this at 5 bones. Easy 2x free money. Just like Saki said, make sure you guys don't miss out. Then we have Necros of Bryonak. Guys, this card, quarter century secret rare, Necros support coming soon, so a lot of people hype now that they see it, you know, getting closer and closer. This card is pushing essentially 23s and some change. Quickly goes up. Let's clean this up here real quick. As we can see, this card is what, pushing mid 20s essentially with shipping, and then 30s, 30 plus at the bottom of the page, 2 pages only. So again, just to sum it up, the core should be people be picking up Necros. Should they get exposure? You know, the Platinum Seekers are out as well as alternatives are here in this set. What should people be doing with Necros as a whole?
Honestly, this Necros stuff was never really that cheap, but a lot of people are forgetting about, oh, we're getting the Necros support, because we always have that initial jump where everything goes up. Oh, I want to play Necros, and then a week goes, 2 weeks go by, everyone forgets, and then as we get closer to the release date of the new Necros stuff, people go, oh wait, I want to play this deck, and it shoots back up again. It happens all the time.
Time and time
if you're
again,
kind
huh?
of on the fence and you don't want to spend 20-30 bucks on each copy of your Brio, you do have your cheaper QCs. If you scroll down, you could get yourself a QC Trish and the unicorns for pretty cheap. $8-9. Those will go up as well. Something definitely to look for and consider.
Here we go. And then we have Colossal Fighter, quarter century secret rare. Again, people forget that for the OGs, the Legendary Collection 5Ds secret rares, I believe so, if I'm not mistaken, this card was around the same price. Even more. People were paying even more money than currently these quarter centuries are worth. So again, 38 listings. I believe this card will be 15 to 20s in the short to midterm, just due to Edison. 4 pages only. So again, it's been crashing down. As we can see here on the yearly card, it used to be 28 to 30s. Now it's at 11 12s. What do you think on this one, Saki? Should people be picking it up quarter century?
I still really miss. I had this one brain cell one time that I just got along with him really well. And one time I decided to do my market watch, and I'm sorry if I get a little emotional. And I saw the ulti at $300 fucking dollars.
Oh my god!
And I just remember hearing the
Oh my god!
right inside my head.
We need to check it out.
And I lost it.
Oh my god!
Okay, 230. Like this card was like $20.
It was. That's when I bought it. I bought it at 20 bones and sold it at 100. I'm like, let me get that 5x, that triple digit
I still
mark.
have mine.
Yeah, I got rid of mine. So you sitting good right now. You definitely sitting good right now. As
It
this
looks
card
so
gets
good. He looks like a large ass marshmallow.
Yeah, he looks
Like
really
as
really
the
good.
ulti, it's so cool. I don't want to run the QC. The QC does not.
No,
look good
you
for me
don't.
at
But you
all.
think Billy Boomers are not gonna come for this one at 12 bones? You don't think so?
Oh no. I mean, they could. They could. I
Okay.
said get plats at like $1.
Okay,
When
whatever.
this card
Yeah,
spiked.
plats
Plats
are.
were like
Yeah.
$2-ish.
Yeah.
They're dollars still.
Yeah, but they go
I
up
mean-
quick. So overall, make sure you get this card as part of your extra deck staple, same as Armageddon Knight. Using Edison, play that too, if I'm not mistaken.
Let me say one more thing about Colossal Fighter real quick. My problem with a lot of plats and QC, especially in a set as big as this, where you're lucky if you pull a plat or a QC of these cards, is that with the plats, let's say there's a QC Colossus at 12. Okay, cool. The plats are $1 each. Okay, so you have 12 plats or 1 QC. Let's say the QC doubles, goes to 24, right? What if the plats match 20% of that? So they go from
Yeah, that's. I know what you mean.
$1
It's like
to
with
like
X's.
4 or
It's better.
5.
It's better to use X's. Like it's easier for the
Way
card
better.
to 5x, the plat to 5x, than to the quarter century to 5x. Like you'll see.
Yeah.
You'll see Colossal Fighter at 5 first, then you'll see the quarter century at 60s. So that's what you're saying. Like it's just easier. So Saki makes a great point. And especially from an investment angle of things. Yeah, maybe to play, you could pick your one of or things of that nature, but as an investment, it's just easier for the Platinum Secret to grow exponentially than the quarter century. So that's a great take. Just like we have the quarter century here for Armageddon Knight. Massive volume candle coming in on the 3-month. As we can see, 46 listings, a couple of one-ofs. Then the card pushes 5s and some change. So again, I think this one is good. Anything under 5s, I think is a steal. I could see this card
Very
being
good.
750s to double digits down the
10,
line.
10,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 750s conservatively, but 10 bones, easy work for this one. Played in Value Turbo, if I'm not mistaken. So
Yep.
yeah, I mean this one's pretty cheap. It's Edison, so make sure you get that exposure. Yep.
The reason it's cheap is because it's part of main set. Like main
That's
set
a
versus
great
side set
point.
really.
That's a great point, man. That's a great point. And we have Atlantean Dragoons. We are talking about this one at under 5s, and it's 8 bones. Pretty soon, double digits, for thanks to Mermails, topping occasionally in a YCS, in big events. Just again, getting that representation. If you have thousands of players and you get 2 or 3 in the top 64, it gives hope to people that are playing this at the local level and beyond. So again, this one is moving towards double digits. Not too much else to say on that one. Then we have Gravekeeper Spy. Again, quarter century secret rare. This card was what? 11, 12 bones. Going up to 13 50s, as we can see, 16 listings only. We have 6 here at 15s, but then after that, it goes to 20 bones, 2 pages only, volume coming in. So what do you think about Gravekeeper Spy? I like this one because people need multiples when they play this one. So I could see this one easily going to 20 and 25s and beyond. So what's your take on Gravekeeper Spy?
Every time I look at Gravekeeper Spy, I remember how we had Turbo Pack. Or not Turbo Pack, Champion Pack. I don't know why I said Turbo Pack. But we had Champion Packs, and we got rid of them at, like, they were 400s, but we took the first grand offer. Me and my team, I remember we got them. I don't know how we got them so many years ago. It wasn't even funny. It was like, we're like closer to, I want to say, like 15 years, about 15 years ago.
That's insane.
And we got rid of them back in like 2021 or something. And it was, every time I look at this, and I've moved these again also previously. Most people who play OG, they're gonna know what the max rarity is, but QC is beautiful. But if you want the QCs, the plats right there, guys, think about like this. The dollars, I really think that it's probably better to get the plats. I don't know.
There we go.
I like the QCs. If you really love Gravekeepers and you get the QCs, I understand. But I would get the QCs if I would keep an eye on them. The problem with Bonanza is it's an older set now, so people are opening it up. So it's like, where are we going to get this extra supply from? That is my problem with Bonanza.
That's a great point. I mean, we're moving into Stampede, guys. People are forgetting about Bonanza already. It's just getting harder and harder to get. So definitely consider getting your exposure. Then we have Thunder Dragon Colossus, a card that is generally just broken. I can see here at 8 bones, 29 listings, 3 pages only, as we can see. We have an 11 wall right here, and then eventually it becomes double digis. I mean, Colossus is just broken. I believe this card can see, play in the future. You never know what gets more support if it comes back into the meta. So it's about 8 pushing 10s. I mean, I think it's cheap overall as a quarter century secret rare, especially when the OTs were pushing 50s plus. So yeah, it's Colossus, man. What do you have to say about this one, Saki?
I think we go over this card every time I'm on the channel.
Why not? It's just too good. It's too cheap. I mean, it's Colossus. You know what I mean?
It is. It is.
Yeah.
I need Thunder Dragon support bumps this to like 20.
There you go. Easy 2.5x and Platinum Secrets are at $1 billion some change. I believe this one can 3x and be almost 5 bones down the line. So again, just great long-term holds. Not in the short term, not next week, not next month, but 6 months down the line, a year, 2 years out. I believe these are great investments to keep in mind. Then we have Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries. I mean, the Ghost Girl, the Forgotten Ghost Girl, the one that hasn't seen place in Spiral, essentially. We can see just going up from 5s all the way up to almost 7s. But after a couple, look, it's almost pushing 10 bones, man. So, I mean, does someone know something we don't, Saki? 16 listings, 2 pages only. What do you think about this one?
This is probably my second favorite Ghost Girl, but like, it is funny, like Jay just said, how this card, even when she's hyped as fuck, she cannot last a week and a half.
Literally.
Like, in play. Like, she's always, every format, she's supposed to be like a mandatory staple. People are like,
that's so true. Yeah.
This card's ass. And they just, like, take it out.
Literally.
Which is so funny because, like, I thought it would be good, but...
Damn, I mean, volume's coming in even for the OTs, though. So, definitely something to keep on your radar. Look at that. You have a playset at 8s that Saki's going to go buy right now, and then it's pushing up to crazy numbers. So is this, taking over now? What's going on with cherries? Is there something we don't know? What's going on? Saki, hook us up. What's going on, man? Look at that. Both of these.
Good in QC and ulti. That's all I could say.
There we go, guys. So cherries is going up. You do have an alternate art quarter century secret rare if you're on a budget right here. As we can see, this one is around 5s. If you need access to the card and you want a quarter century secret, you don't mind it not being the OG, 5 bones is very good for this one.
I know this. I don't know how to describe the alternate art because I really hate the alternate art. I think it looks like terrible.
I get it.
But honestly, I don't know. This might be like kind of weird, but this is how I would personally describe the alternate art. You know when you were like a kid and you had to like babysit the younger kids? And there's always someone you could tell that was going to be like grow up and be like real shit. No, real talk. I had one time, I remember, I let my
stories with Saki's, guys, by the way.
Yeah,
stories
I let my I didn't like take this. I was like babysitting at the mall, right, with my friends, like there's like one of their siblings, and the girl ended up asking if she could borrow my phone, and I'm like, yeah, what are we gonna do? She's like, oh, I gotta call my friend, whatever. I'm like, okay. She ends up calling her mom and handing it to me, and she starts yelling at me on why I didn't bring her to a certain store. I look at the girl, and she's like smiling. That's what that fucking Reaper reminds me of. I don't know why it reminds me of that. I was like 12 at the time. But yeah, no, fuck that Reaper artwork.
There we go, guys.
If you guys actually liked it, then obviously go have fun with it. This is just for I don't want anyone to take anything personally.
There we go. It's all entertainment, man. Like we always say, entertainment purposes, guys. So again, you know, when you see that Reaper, is that little girl smiling at you because she called her mommy, you know, to get you in trouble, man. You can't make this stuff up, guys. So we have Swap Frog. This card was about 8 bones. You know, volume spike coming in. I'm pushing this card to double digits, 30 listings only. This is going to be free money. Yeah, you see the walls here at 1095s, but then it'll quickly eventually be 15s, guys. So again, I'm going to make this one quick towards the latter part here. Saki just over all these froggies that came, Treeborn Frog for Edison, and Substitute as well as quarter century secret rares. Should people be looking at the frogs, not just for the frog deck and Edison, but maybe even for modern?
People were paying more for rare substitutes.
That's crazy. I mean, look at that.
That's what's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, frog players love spending money on max rarity frogs. Like, they adore it. That's like one of their favorite things in the world, is just spending money.
I mean, the volume spikes are saying it all, man. Look at that. Matching rarity, volume spikes, as we can see here. I mean, this chart is broken, but you guys get the gist of it. Right here. Look at that. Volume spikes coming in, man. People coming in and buying these froggies. And again, don't forget, you have platinum secret rares of each of these frogs. Look at that. At 2s and some change. Don't let these be 5s on you. Do not let these be 5s. You know, this is Edison hype right here, as you can see. Look at that. Preborn right here, $1 and some change. Don't sleep on these froggies. Make sure you get access to them. Make sure you don't miss out. And then we have Deep Sea Diva as well, one that could have modern use as well as Edison. When there's a whole decor, you know, named after you, then you need the card. You have Diva Heroes, Diva Zombies, Diva this, Diva that. Make sure you get the card. Right now it's 6s. This card was what? 4s and some change. Now you come at 6s, and you come at 750s, and then at double digits. So again, Saki, what do you think about Deep Sea Diva?
Old school players are going to want this one's a turbo pack. I know that for a fact. This one's the turbo pack one. Guys, when it comes to like Lone Fire and all these other ones, I'm like, oh, which one's champion? I know Lone Fire's champion pack. Deep Sea Diva's turbo pack, right? Yeah, booster 4 right there. Okay, cool. Most players are going to want to see this as the max rarity, but you have QCs at 5, 6. I mean, we've had supers be $5, $6. You can't really argue with a $5, $6 Diva. Especially with the new water support coming out and all that, this could be a starter. Very good at 5 or 6. I fully agree with Jay. This is a great pick.
There we go. I mean, 6 bones. This could easily be double digits, like Saki said. We could see the clear rebound and the volume coming in at the same time. So, guys, these are just deals. You buy them today at 6s. You wake up one day and they're at double digits, and all of a sudden your net worth is larger thanks to Yugioh. I mean, we forget cards like Macrocosmo. Let me just touch base on this one, Saki. What do you think about Macrocosmo, an iconic Yu-Gi-Oh card that is broken, that everyone forgot about? You know, you flip this, it wins games. I mean, look at that, making new all-time lows for this quarter century. Should people be picking this one up?
So, this obviously, yes, I think it is. A lot of cards like, you know, D-Fissure, all that, they have been really good. If Shifter's good, these cards are good. Just Shifter's much faster. I actually really like this card because I've actually used it to special summon Helios before.
You would.
And I'm not even joking. Like, I've actually flipped this card to special summon Helios. We really are talking like 15 years ago at this point. And some change.
It's like, what is this? No one pays attention to this damn card, bro. Like, we don't. By the way, it is beautiful, and especially the Speed Duel Secret. Wow. Beautiful. This card's a tag number. This is broken, though. You imagine, you know, a battle, flip Macrocosmo, special, swing. There we go. So like Saki said, I mean, hey, this card might go up. You just never know. Honestly, I think Macro's a good one. I mean, it's still a floodgate. It's still roaming around in Yu-Gi-Oh! One of the floodgates that haven't been banned, which it might in the future. It's an Edison
card too.
But yeah, there you go. So it has the double whammy right there. And lastly, we have that grass looks greener. I told people
that ass looks fatter.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
What? Well, I thought we were addicted to the brown.
No way.
I
That's
thought we were
too
addicted to the brown on this channel.
Hey, you can't say we, man. If you addicted, to that brown, we is too much. One too many. Nah, I'm just kidding, man.
If I wasn't tired, I would have just flipped my chair for the fucking skip. That would make the funniest YouTube short.
So as we can see here, 585. We've been telling people to buy is 8 bones. Saki, this one card wins games. If it goes off, why? Honestly. Not as a joke. Why isn't this card seeing play right now? Why? Can you explain that to me?
Because everybody's bashing from the graveyard, and it's been years since we've seen grass. The big thing with grass is that most likely, if you could thrust get it, that's great. But you have to like draw. You have to have it kind of like in your hand. And that's kind of the problem with this card.
Damn,
people digging this when it came to grass looks greener. People played 3 copies because you had to maximize seeing it. You really did.
That makes sense. But now with thrust, isn't it an option? Easier to get access to?
It is, but you have to turn thrust on, and then...
yeah, it's depending on that.
It's a lot of work. I'm not saying this card's bad. This card definitely is good. It's just we need to see... I think that maybe once we get a format that's a little slower, maybe these grass decks could pop up here and there, but... We'll just have to wait and see. I definitely think that it's at a good price, though. I don't think the price is bad at all.
Yeah, I mean, and you also have the Platinum Secrets and PURs and PCRs, because last time we were collabing, you told people to pick up their PCRs. And look at this Platinum Secret at Shekels crashing down.
It has to be PCRs of staples, most likely, though. Any random card game of PCR is probably not that good.
There we go.
Even like the grass looks greener, I'd probably go Platter Bust, personally.
There we go. There we go. So great takes on this card, man. We'll see if it ever sees play in the future. Because remember, not too long ago, before it was in on the list, like people were scared. It's like, oh my God, grass can never be off the list. Now it's off the list, and it's like, such a broken card that used to win games. Everyone who just that one kid played grass on you, game over, and now it's not even seen play. So it's just crazy.
People were literally saying, "Yeah, man, we can never have that ass off my dick."
Whoa,
I was like, "That's how it was."
Whoa! But now, hey, just like Saki, as he's addicted to the brown. Guys, link in the description down below. You want to make sure that you check out Saki. That's your boy right there. Make sure you swing by the channel, show some love. Just give him a shot. It's all funs and games. It's for the entertainment while applying our knowledge and our education over the markets, guys. So make sure you keep that in mind. Guys, again, you want to make sure you subscribe. Saki came in. We went for an hour, essentially, as we always do. You definitely want to keep him in mind. And again, I'm going to let him say a couple of words here. But before you do, make sure you also subscribe to your boy right there. Right there, we continue to grow. Make sure you check out our videos. Continue to pump out videos, getting great traction. You want to make sure you take advantage of all the content that we're putting out there. Make sure you subscribe on the way out, like the video on the way out, and make sure you participate in our giveaway. And did we say that none of this content is official financial advice, is for entertainment purposes only? I know you did, but just saying it just in case. And lastly, we have my guy Saki. Let's give him the floor for the last minute or two here. What you got to say, Saki?
If you can make, no, I'm not gonna end it with a dirty joke. I'm just gonna say, give me a chance. Like I said earlier, I've always seen, Jay's videos, it's like 2 something to closer to 3,500,000 views. So if I could get even 100 of you to come over to my channel, subscribe, give me a chance, I'd appreciate it. If you have watched my content in the past and maybe you didn't like it for whatever reason, hey, if you could give it another chance, hey, that'd be great. I'm always changing how I do stuff, the way I'm doing it. Some market watches, I definitely have more fun with some market watches more than others. It's just like sometimes I'm like in a 10 out of 10 mood.
Right.
Sometimes I'm like, oh, I gotta give you guys the information. Sometimes I feel like joking around a little more.
Right.
But just come give me a chance, and I would appreciate it. My goal sub-wise this year is 6,500. 6,500.
There we go.
6,500. I don't know. It feels like I've stagnated a little bit, unfortunately, because my channel's existed for many years. I did start Market Watch content back in 2021. So it's been the oldest. Oh, that stuff is so ugly. Get that off.
Saki.
I'll never delete my roots. But
don't
that first 5 cards have you trade by me.
Let's go. Since 5 years ago, here's the proof in the pudding, guys. He's been grinding ever since. You definitely want to give him a shot, man. And again, my respect. I respect everyone that has a community, everyone that has traction, that has people that watch and comment and follows in the live stream and all that good stuff, guys. So make sure you swing by, make sure you show some love, just like you do here. It's all about positive vibes and energy, man. If you don't like his content or you don't like my content or whatever, that's fine. But let's spread positive vibes, positive energy here, you know, and just give him a shot. So that's all we can ask. So Saki, always a pleasure to have you on, man. Hopefully we can have you on maybe even next week. You know, we'll see if we can have you on. Yeah, just always love having a blast, laughing, you know, discussing the markets. Today we talked about Bonanza, a bunch of quarter centuries making moves, and also the structure deck. So those were great takes by Saki, as always. So yeah, I mean,
I'm enjoying my recent market watch. By the time you guys see this, my market watch should be, you know, 4 or 5 hours out by now, because usually I upload at 10 in the morning.
That's the key. Hey, if you're watching now, you're addicted not just to the brown, but to market watches. So again, you want to make sure you swing by Saki. It's just more of what you love, man. More market watches. So you definitely don't want to miss out. What? You're gonna what?
I'm gonna scream.
Scream? Why, man? It's okay. It's okay.
If you're addicted to the brown, one more time.
All right, you're addicted to the green, okay?
Hey, if you're a new sub, comment addicted to the brown. Yo, 100 comments addicted to the brown.
Not just here, but over at Saki's next market watch as well. So let's have fun with it. All funs and games. All right, Saki, thanks for coming on, brother. Always much love. You know, always a pleasure.
Thank you for having me, man.
For having you on. So yes, guys, you guys already know. So thank you so much for your time, for your attention, and for your support, and for everything, man. You guys take care. Stay fresh.